Good afternoon, friends. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed your Memorial Day, eating plenty of food, swimming, whatever it is you like to do. Just remember the reason we have this day off. Uh, Everybody enjoys a 3-day weekend, but Memorial Day is just kind of, I don't know. The whole reason behind it is just kind of sad, though. I mean, honoring all those that died fighting for the country. It's great we do that, but, you know, it's kind of a sad day, but still a happy day because a lot of us get the day off. But um, anyway, hope you're having a great day. Hope the weather's beautiful. It's down here in Southeast Texas, man. It's getting hot. The official kickoff the summer, and it feels like it out there. It's about 90 something. It's only going to get worse the next few months. And you know what I'm talking about if you live down here in the South. All right, so we got a lot to get over. A lot of crazy stuff happened in baseball and softball this weekend. We'll go over that. Women's College World Series, that's set. We'll go over that. Baseball, announced the regional sites and who's playing. We'll go over that. We're going to review some of the things that happened since Friday. Got a few news items to get to. Not too many. Not too much news these last few days. Anyway, before we start, hit that subscribe button, wherever it is, so you don't miss it. With that, let's get started. Like I said, not much news. It's reported the ACC generated a record now, this is a record for the ACC, $706.6 million in gross revenue in 22-23 college season. You said, man, that's a heck of a lot of money. But they still behind the Big Ten, who generated $880 million that season, and the SEC, who generated $852.6 million. So, you can see why all these teams want to jump. The ACC, Florida State wants out, and yeah. I mean, you see them on TV all the time: basketball, football, baseball, softball. But their package just isn't what these other conferences are. So you can see why teams want to jump. But hey, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hey, former Washington tailback Will Nixon, he's going to transfer to Syracuse. He will join his father, Jeff Nixon, who is the offensive coordinator and running backs coach for the Orangemen. So that's going to be playing for his father. If he doesn't play well enough, Thanksgiving dinner might be a little awkward, but hey. Former North Florida guard Chaz Lanier, he commits to Tennessee. He averaged 19.7 points a game last year. So he's going from North Florida to Tennessee. That's it. Told you we don't have much news, which is good because we got a lot to get to. We're going to go back to Friday, review some things that happened. Friday, baseball, SEC, number 1 Tennessee barely beat number 15 Mississippi State, 6-5. UT's Burke, solo home run. Tennessee pitchers all combined for 10 strikeouts in that game. 36-22, South Carolina beat number 2 Kentucky, 6-5, despite committing 3 errors. Casas for the Gamecocks, 3-run home run in that game. ACC, number 3 Clemson beat 32-24 Louisville, 8-7. Number 22 Wake Forest beat number 7 North Carolina, 9-5 in 12 innings. Number 10 Florida State beat number 16 West Virginia, 12-7. Going to the Big 12, Kansas beat TCU, 11-10. Number 18 OU beat Kansas, 8-6. OU Willits, 2-run home run and an RBI double. Nicholas, 2-run single and a 2-run home run. Number 19, Oklahoma State, beat 33-26. Texas Tech, 4-0. Then went on to beat UCF, beat 35-19. I'm sorry, UCF. Beat UCF 10-1. So, doubles for them that day. AC, number 9, East Carolina beat Rice, 8-7, even though Rice had more hits. Big West, number 13, UC Santa Barbara beat UC Riverside, 20-4. 19 hits for UC Santa Barbara in that game. Cal State Northridge beat number 14 UC Irvine 14-9. UC Irvine, 3 errors in that game. Pac-12, number 18 Arizona beat Stanford 6-3. 31-27 USC beat 36-19 Cal 7-4. Cal had more hits in that game, but they also had more errors. Also, Missouri Valley, number 20 Indiana State beat UIL 5-3. Big Ten, 36-20 Nebraska beat 29-26 Ohio State 12-5. 32-27 Michigan beat 34-19 Illinois 4-2. Illinois only had 3 hits in that game. Friday softball super regionals. Awesome. Number 16, Texas A&M beat number 1 Texas 6-5. Aggies went up 6-0. Middle of the 6th, Texas hit a grand slam in the 6th to come back. Scored another run in the 7th, but A&M held them off. Cannon for A&M, 3-run and 2-run home runs. UT's Hunter, she's the one that hit the grand slam. Norman, number 2 Oklahoma beat number 15 Florida State 4-2. They advanced on the to the Women's College World Series. They swept Florida State in that game. Sooners Pickering, she had a 2-run home run. Knoxville, number 3 Tennessee beat number 14 Alabama 3-2. Alabama did have more hits. Tennessee also had more errors though. Pickens for Tennessee, 7 strikeouts. Mealer hit a 2-run home run. Gainesville, number 4 Florida beat Baylor 4-2. Kistler for Florida, 2-run double. Otis hit a solo home run. Stillwater, number 5 Oklahoma State beat Arizona 8-0. Arizona only had 3 hits in that game. That's crazy. Goodwin hit an RBI single and a solo home run for Oklahoma State. Los Angeles, number 6 UCLA beat number 11 Georgia 6-1. UCLA's Palacios, solo home run, 2-run home run, and an RBI single. Nice game for her. Tinsley, she had 6 strikeouts in that game. Columbia, number 2 Duke beat number 7 Missouri 6-3. Duke's Freelick hit a 2-run home run. Juniper hit an RBI triple. Vega hit an RBI double. And Curd threw 8 strikeouts. Stanford, number 9 LSU beat number 8 Stanford 11-1. LSU's Lynch, RBI double and a grand slam. Newland hit a 3-run home run. Gutierrez hit a 2-run single. Stanford only 3 hits in that game. Berzon, LSU's Berzon, she struck out 5 batters. And you read those numbers, and here in a few minutes you're going to be like, well, what the heck happened to LSU bats? All right, so Saturday baseball. Number 1 Tennessee beat Vanderbilt 6-4. Moore for Tennessee hit a 2-run home run. Seacrest, 5 strikeouts. Did you see the LSU South Carolina game on Saturday? Some of the most crazy crap happened in that game. All right, so in case you didn't see it, in case you didn't hear about it, game went to 10 innings. Crazy game. South Carolina came out of the gate on fire. All over LSU. They were beating up on them 8-0 through the 4th inning. 4th inning comes along. LSU scores 6. This went back and forth all the way until the game tied up in the 9th inning. Went to 10 innings. 10th inning was crazy. South Carolina, I forget who the guy on third base was, steals home. Well, the catcher, LSU catcher, saw that. So before the pitcher even threw the ball, the catcher's moving up to the plate. Well, that was a rule violation. After they discussed it for about 15-20 minutes, umpires ruled in favor of South Carolina, gave them that run. USC up by 1. LSU's coach Jay Johnson, he was pissed, arguing the call. They toss him. LSU comes up to bat. All right, so remember all that now. So the pitcher for South Carolina, Gainey, I think that's his name, pitch clock violation. So the LSU batter goes to first base. Gainey, pissed, he's upset, loses his composure, throws a pitch, and who was it that did it? Milan hits a 2-run home run for LSU. They win the game. That last 10th inning, that was crazy. Some of the craziest stuff I ever saw. Anyway, Reeves for South Carolina, he hit a 3-run home run. Nolan hit a 2-run single and an RBI single. Nolan, he was also the runner that stole home when the LSU catcher committed that violation. LSU's Pearson, 2-run single. Jones and Braswell, solo home runs. And as we mentioned, Milam hit that walk-off 2-run home run to win the game. That 10th inning, one of the craziest things I've seen in baseball in a long time. All right, anyway, Big 12 championship, number 19 Oklahoma State beat number 8 OU 9-3. Oklahoma State Schubert, 3-run home run. Richie and Daugherty also hit solo runs. Molosky, 8 strikeouts for the Cowboys. AAC, Eastern Carolina beat Wichita State 5-4. Wichita State won the second game 12-2 in 8 innings. ACC semis, number 10 Florida State beat number 22 Wake Forest 9-6. Number 7 Duke beat Miami 8-2. Miami, very impressive. They, for most of the year, they weren't good. Kind of went on a run there at the end, beating teams they shouldn't be. Went through the ACC conference tournament, beating a lot of teams. Had a good showing. Had they just won a few more this year, they'd be in the regionals. But very, very good second half of the season for Miami. I was really impressed with them. But they only got 2 hits in this game. So, Big West, number 13, UC Santa Barbara beat UC Riverside 6-3. Those two teams combined for 18 hits in that game. Number 14, UC Irvine beat Cal State Northridge 14-9. Those two combined for 27 hits in that game. Pac-12 championship, number 18, Arizona beat USC 4-3 despite committing 2 errors. And that's it. Last Pac-12 tournament. Missouri Valley, number 20, Indiana State beat Southern Illinois 7-3. Southern Illinois did have more hits, but also more errors. Evansville beat Illinois State 17-7. 26 hits between those two teams. And then Evansville beat number 20 Indiana State 8-6 for the Missouri Valley Championship. Big Ten, Nebraska beat Indiana 4-2 in the semifinals. Penn State beat Michigan 7-6. Big East Championship, St. John's beat Georgetown 4-2. Big South, High Point beat South Carolina Upstate 6-0. South Carolina Upstate had 5 hits, but no runs in that game. The MAAC, Niagara beat Fairfield 10-6. A10, VCU beat Richmond 16-1. Horizon, Northern Kentucky beat Youngstown State 23-5. Ohio Valley, Morehead State beat Southeast Missouri State 13-6. Southeast Missouri went on to win the second game. They played a doubleheader. Southeast Missouri won that one 9-6. America East, Bryant beat UMBC 15-10. Summit League, Oral Roberts beat Northern Colorado 11-4. WCC, San Diego beat Portland 8-6. NEC, Long Island beat Sacred Heart 10-7. The MAC, Western Michigan beat Ball State 10-3. Southland Championship, Nichols beat McNeese 15-1. Had a Louisiana showdown there. Okay, Super Regional, softball Super Regionals. Austin Regional, number 1 Texas beat number 16 Texas A&M 9-8. 5 errors committed between both those teams in that game. Knoxville, number 14 Bama beat number 3 Tennessee 3-2 in 14 innings. I think I heard that was a record for. I don't know if it was a record for softball total or just the Super Regionals. Gainesville, Baylor come back. They beat number 4 Florida 5-2. Gavon for Baylor, 3-run home run. Crandall, 6 strikeouts. Stillwater, number 5 Oklahoma State beat number 37 beat 37-18 Arizona 10-4. Edwards hit a 2-run home run, and the Cowboys, whatever they call them, advanced to the Women's College World Series. Columbia, number 7 Missouri beat number 10 Duke 3-1. Missouri's Hay hit a 2-run single. Stanford, number 8 Stanford beat number 9 LSU 3-0. LSU only had 2 hits in that game. Maybe we just talked about the last game, all those home runs and stuff LSU was hitting. Bats kind of went quiet after that game. Stanford's Conaday, 9 strikeouts. Nice game for her. Moving on to Sunday baseball. SEC championship game, number 1 Tennessee beat LSU 4-3. Tennessee's a Mick, 3-run home run. LSU, 14 strikeouts. Pitchers pitched 14 strikeouts. LSU made another run at it, another comeback, and you're like, oh boy, here we go again. But came up a little short. ACC, number 17 Duke beat number 10 Florida State 16-4. Florida State had 11 hits in that game. Sun Belt, number 25 Southern Miss beat Georgia Southern 14-11. Southern Miss, 18 hits. Georgia Southern had 2 errors. Big Ten, Nebraska beat Penn State 2-1. Penn State only had 4 hits. AAC championship, Tulane beat Wichita State 11-10. Wichita State did have more hits in that game, but they also had more errors. In the C championship game, Long Island beat Sacred Heart 11-6. Sacred Heart committed 4 errors. SoCon Championship. Wofford beat Sanford 10-9. Both had 14 hits in that game. Then Wofford beat them again 15-9 in the second game to win the championship. CAA, UNC Wilmington beat Charleston 6-4. SWAC, Grambling beat Jackson State 6-5. Jackson State 4 errors in that game. ASUN, Stetson beat Kennesaw State 5-3 despite committing 2 errors. Conference USA, Dallas Baptist beat Louisiana Tech 17-10. Pay attention here. 35 hits between Dallas Baptist and La Tech. Now, if you're impressed by that, listen to this. Mountain West Conference. Fresno State beat San Jose State 16-11. 39 hits between those two teams. Kind of crazy. Sunday, softball super regionals. Things got wrapped up for the other teams. Austin, number 1, Texas beat number 16, Texas A&M 6-5. Both had 3 errors. UT scored 2 runs in that game off of A&M errors. Knoxville, number 14, Alabama beat number 3, Tennessee 4-1. Bama's Valentine, she hit a grand slam in the first inning, and then that was it. And Tennessee, they could only muster up the rest of that game 1 run after that. And I mean, Bama's defense just played great. Gainesville, number 4, Florida beat Baylor 5-3. Baylor did have more hits. Florida's Williams, 2-run home run. Florida advances to the Women's College World Series. Columbia, number 10, Duke beat number 7, Missouri 4-3. Both had 7 hits. Duke's Burgess, RBI triple. Pretty impressive. Curd, she threw 7 strikeouts. Stanford, number 8, Stanford beat number 9, LSU 8-0. LSU only 3 hits. Stanford's Berry, 3-run home run. Okay, so these super regionals, I really thought A&M, Tennessee, and LSU would win their regionals. At first, I was a little apprehensive, I guess you would say, because that first game, A&M was mowing over Texas. Texas started coming back, couldn't quite get it. So I was like, hey, the way they played, A&M can win this super regional. No. Tennessee's a damn good team. Bama's not as good as they have been in several years. Playing in Knoxville, I said, yeah, Tennessee's going to win this one. And then LSU. I wasn't sure about this one either. Them going all the way out to the West Coast to play Stanford. Then that first game, they won, what did we just say, 11-1? I was like, yeah, they can muster up enough hits. The defense is good enough to hold them off. They can win this super regional. All right, so your Women's College World Series starts Thursday. Some good ones, too. Alabama versus UCLA. Duke versus Oklahoma. Texas versus Stanford. That one's probably going to be pretty good, too. Oklahoma State, Florida. All these games really should be pretty good, but they all get underway Thursday. So if you're working Thursday, get your computer out. Baseball regionals, they were announced. These are the sites here. These are just interesting matchups. They're going to happen, and matchups that could happen if everything works themselves out right. But first of all, top 8 seeds. If these seeds win their regional, they automatically host the super regional. So the top 8 were number 1, Tennessee, number 2, Kentucky, 3, Texas A&M, 4, North Carolina, 5, Arkansas, 6, Clemson, 7, Georgia, 8, Florida State. And like we said, if any of those 8 teams win their regional, they will automatically host the super regional. So, interesting games and possibly interesting games should things work out that way. All right, first of all, Knoxville, number 1, Tennessee. If things work out, they could play Southern Miss, who is 41-18 this year, and Sun Belt champs. Southern Miss is a good baseball team. The Greenville Regional, number 16, East Carolina, could play Wake Forest. Wake Forest was 38-20 this year. They're a good team. Norman, Oklahoma, they could play Duke. They could play them. Duke's a good baseball team. Tallahassee, number 8, Florida State. They play Stetson. Stetson's a damn good baseball team. They were 40-20 this year. But also in that region, Central Florida, who's 35-19, they play Alabama, who's 33-22. Alabama, a lot better in baseball than they have been. Fayetteville, number 5, Arkansas could play Louisiana Tech, who is 45-17. that could be a good matchup if things work out. Charlottesville, number 12, Virginia, could play St. John's, who is 37-16 this year, or play Mississippi State, who's 38-21. St. John's, Mississippi State, they play each other in that part of the regional. Tucson, number 13, Arizona, they play Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon is a good baseball team. They're 34-23 this year. Also in that region, 33-22 West Virginia, they play 44-13 Dallas Baptist. That's a good regional right there, that Tucson regional. Chapel Hill, number 4, North Carolina, they could play Wofford, who's 41-18, or LSU, who's 40-21. Wofford and LSU play each other. If things worked out and North Carolina and LSU end up playing each other, that could be a very, very good one. Lexington, number 2, Kentucky, they could play Illinois or Indiana State. They could play either one of those because Illinois and Indiana State play each other. Corvallis, number 15, Oregon State, they play Tulane. Things work out, they could play UC Irvine, who's a damn good baseball team. A few more left here. Raleigh Regional. Number 10, NC State. They could play James Madison or South Carolina. James Madison, South Carolina, they play each other in that part of the regional. Athens, one that really sticks out here. Number 7, Georgia, plays Army, who's beat Navy for the conference championship. Georgia and Army, that might be pretty good. Clemson, number 6, at their regional, they play High Point. High Point's a good baseball team. Coastal Carolina plays Vanderbilt. So a lot of crazy things could happen in that regional. Stillwater, number 11, Oklahoma State, could play Florida or Nebraska. Those two play each other there. Santa Barbara, number 14, UC Santa Barbara, they play Fresno State. Oregon plays San Diego in that same regional. Those 4 teams could really beat the hell out of each other. And then College Station, number 3, Texas A&M, they play Grambling, who won the SWAC. Texas and Louisiana, also in that regional, they play each other. That's another regional that could beat the hell out of each other. Anyway, so that starts this weekend. Baseball, super regionals, when all this is done with, they start June 7th. So there you go. That is it. Like I said, I hope you're enjoying your day off. Hope you're eating some good food. Short week this week. So, technically tomorrow's Tuesday, but a good cow's Monday, I guess. Anyway, we'll be back. Probably wait till Sunday because nothing gets going until Thursday anyway. So we'll probably wait till Sunday to do a show to go over everything that happens in baseball regionals and the Women's College World Series. Anyway, enjoy the day. Stay busy, work fast, and the weekend will be here again before you know it. Take it easy. We'll see you next time.